The question was about my love of scuba diving and how it led into marine science. So I do love looking at the seafloor. I always have. I started out my uncle Bill, who was in the Air Force actually and served in Afghanistan, and brought back a mass for me. And right from about 5 or 6, I started snorkeling in the Bay of Fundy and then along the Nova Scotian coast. And we'd come down here to New England in the summers. And when I was 18, I took my scuba diving course at Acadia, and really influenced a lot, of course, by Jacques Cousteau, like everyone in my generation was. And but just loved it. My diving was with the Department of Fisheries and Oceans Canada, and through that I was able to work with a lot of different fishermen, but always on scallops, lobsters, and seaweeds, and fairly intensive diving. And then when I did my PhD at Laval University, we were looking at the ecology of scallops, which you see here on the screen, and how they live on the sea floor, how they interact with each other, and then of course what effects fishing have on it. And so from that, this is because offshore, particularly down here, it's too deep to dive, at least for any length of time. And so that's why we developed this drop camera system with the fishing industry in New Bedford. And it's basically the same kind of information you would get if you were diving down and putting a quadrant on the seafloor and then counting the number of scallops within the quadrant, although that's an extreme. These are both extreme densities. One scallop in 4 drops is actually commercially harvestable, so it really shows how dense and how thick these scallops can be when the conditions are right.